My name's Kate, and in May 2012 I was elected as the youngest ever councillor in Plymouth, at the age of 18, representing the ward of Devonport. Growing up as a young carer and an LGBT young woman from a single-parent, low-income family, I believe that the Labour Party was founded to give people like me a voice in politics. I'm a member of Unite and a proud trade unionist, sitting on my union's South West Young Members Committee. Meeting young members up and down the country, I know that young Labour needs to change, and I believe that I have the passion, the dedication and the experience to work with all our young members to build a democratic, campaigning and representative young Labour that can beat the Tories and get Labour elected in 2015. We need to build a democratic young Labour, one where every member gets a vote in our elections, regardless of whether or not they can afford to attend conference. A young Labour that remains in the hands of its members by having its own independent constitution and by ensuring that our National Secretary is an elected committee member and not party staff. We also need to reform our policy process. While refounding Labour has given us exciting new powers to shape the direction of our party as we move towards 2015, we won't be able to deliver the radical alternative to Tory austerity that we need if the committee removes policies that members voted for on our priority campaign. We need a policy process and a committee which is transparent and accountable. As chair, I'd introduce written policy motions at conference to end any ambiguity and publish the minutes, attendance and voting records from the National Committee, as well as producing regular reports for all of our members. In my council election here in Plymouth, I got almost 3 times as many votes as the Conservative candidate, so I know how to beat the Tories. Over the next 2 years, we need to build a campaigning young Labour, which is knocking on doors in every region and every nation. To do this, we'll need to support our youth officers to mobilise their members by letting them know who the under-27s are in their constituency and putting them in touch with other youth officers in neighbouring CLPs. We should be holding regular regional campaign days alongside training sessions to help those who have never spoken to a voter for Labour before. The Labour Party is a party of equality. I have made a commitment not to campaign for any MP or MSP who voted against equal marriage. It's simple. Homophobia and bigotry have no place within our party. I want to see a more representative young Labour, one which values each and every member. We need less London-centric events for our members outside the capital, creche facilities for our young parents, and more socials so that nobody is left feeling that they aren't able to access young Labour. The trade unions are a huge part of our movement, and I want to encourage young Labour members to join trade unions and young trade unionists to join the Labour Party. Young Labour also needs to reach out to young workers and school students, demonstrating that young Labour is not just for university students. Our young Labour should be democratic, accountable and transparent. It shouldn't cost the earth, and we should be able to access it without travelling hundreds of miles. We shouldn't be left out because of where we live, what responsibilities we have, or what we earn. We should all have a voice in elections, and we should all have a say in policy. It's as simple as that.